Ken Horowitz from SEGA16.com here, and I want to share the video that I made of the documents that I got from Sega. As you can see, these documents are quite old. I got these documents from a former Tonka executive, like I said in my previous video. This here is a FAQ accompanying the rough draft of one of the Sega newsletters written by Steve Hanawa, who was the head of Sega's R&D back during the Tonka days. You can see that this is the cover letter that goes with it, and this has basically the write-up of every single section of the Sega newsletter, Challenge newsletter. I don't know which newsletter it is, but let me see if I can focus a little better here. New camera, so please bear with me here. Bro, I can't see. There we go. I don't know which newsletter this is exactly, but this is the rough draft of one of them. The bundle that I got came with two different issues, number 2 and number 6. I don't know if this is one of those two, but it's interesting. This is a little bit of Sega history. You see, it's got corrections on it and everything. This was sent off for publication after Steve Hanawa went through it and made all the corrections and everything. You can see the date. It's December 11th, 1987. Here's another letter that came with this. This is a letter to Sega customers telling them how to access the Snail Maze game on their Master System. Like you'd think, well, this is so easy. Why do you need instructions? You know, I just read this week on Facebook, someone on a group, a Sega group, who just learned about this game now. I mean, this was purely something that you found out, you know, discovered by mistake, things like that. This is cheat sheets. The rest of this are all cheat sheets. There are plenty of games here. Some of them are dedicated cheat sheets to a single game, like this is for Alex Kidd in High Tech World. Some of them have multiple games on the same sheet. Here's one for Alex Kidd in Miracle World. This one's pretty extensive. I put these in page protectors. I would like to scan them. I know a bunch of people would like me to scan them, and I want to, but there are a lot of sheets here. I mean, a lot of documents, so it's going to take a while. And then I don't know exactly where to upload them. I'll probably make a Sega 16 Dropbox account and put them in there so anyone who wants to, and then link on the Facebook page. So if anyone who wants to download them, the PDFs can. But remember, this is back in the mid-'80s. Alex Kidd in Miracle World was 1986, I believe. So this was back before the internet, back before hint guides. There were no strategy guides back then. You know, you called Sega, 1-800-USA-SEGA. You told them that you were stuck, right? They would go and tell you how to pass the particular part you were stuck in. And then basically you would go through and try and play it. And if you kept getting stuck, you'd call back again. And then you would, you know, they'd help you again. And sometimes if you got too stuck that they couldn't help you, what they would do then is they would send you this cheat sheet. You know, especially if you registered. You took the registration card from one of your games or the registration card from your Master System and you filled it out and sent it in. They would send you these cheat sheets so that way you wouldn't have to keep calling, even though it was a 1-800 number, but you wouldn't have to keep calling. So, and I don't think anyone, never knew anyone, I'm not going to say anyone in the world, but no one I knew had this many cheat sheets. I mean, this is amazing. There are something like, I think, like 40 different pages here, you know, and I'm just going over them very quickly here so you can see. But the amount of games that were covered, you know, and they even put these little photocopy images, you know, on them and everything. I don't know. I guess like back then you cut out the image and then you taped it or glued it to the paper and then you made a photocopy of that, you know. Oh, yes, the Ninja, the Scrolls. I hate them. This is the Lord of the Sword. This was a cheat sheet I really could have used back in the day. I mean, Lord of the Sword was one of those where the hell do I go games? What do I do next? You know, and this cheat sheet has everything, even the map. Look at this. Of all the different places and how they're connected. Like if you go to the Ulmo Forest and then if you go left, you'll go down to the castle. If you go right, you go to another section. You know, that was one of those wandering around games where you didn't know where you were going. Miracle Wars, that's another one that was easy to get lost in. But, you know, it's really interesting. Look at this. Penguin Land with the route, how to drop them out in the first level, how to drop the egg all the way to the bottom without breaking it. You know, man, I really could have used these back in the day. Wonder Boy and Monsterland. Great game. Kind of hard on the Master System, though. You know, you don't have a password or save function. But the fact that you have these maps and the way they're written is just, you know, for the time, I was really, really impressed. Remember, back in 1986, no Sega Visions yet, no Sega Challenge newsletter. And, you know, of course, Sega fans, you know, look at this, ease. Sega fans didn't have a Nintendo Power or anything like that. So this is basically what there was. And we were thankful. You know, back in our day, this is what we had and we were thankful, you know. Look at this, Zillion. I mentioned this in the previous video. They gave you this sheet in blank, and then you mapped out each room and level as you went. That is awesome. You know, they gave you the sheet in blank, and then you filled it out as you went. And then also, you see, here's a complete level. Now, I don't show this one completely because I didn't want to take it out of the plastic, but the bottom folds out. It's actually legal size. And then over here, circle the code as it appears in each room. So it even gave you, you know, a sheet to put down the code. That was amazing. That was interesting. There's the demo unit instructions. And then these sheets, the rest of these are all multiple games on one sheet. Action Fighter, Pro Wrestling, great football, and great basketball, you know. Look at this for Action Fighter, the different passwords for secret power-ups. Man, if I had known that back in the day, My Hero, you know, that would have been a real help to me. The My Hero one kind of sucks. It just tells you, avoid the frogs, they're deadly. You're like, nah, really. You know, Ghostbusters, Wonder Boy, Quartet, Black Belt. There's just so many games covered here. A lot of the hints are pretty generic, you know. But like this one on Black Belt tells you how to beat each boss. That was really cool. So basically this is Ghost House. Ghost House is hard, especially the last level. Like I said, the codes may not be the best, but you took what you get back in the day. I just wanted to share these with you, and so you could see what was in that big box that I got. Because back in the video I did a couple of weeks ago, you just saw a big stack of papers, and I wanted everyone to see exactly what those papers were. And so that's all I have. Thanks for watching. If you haven't seen the actual video, it's on the channel. Go check that out, and the rest of our videos, head over to Sega16.com. Check out our reviews, features, interviews. And head over to the forums and join the community. And take care.